Hey, it's Casey from Truth Out Loud, Ministries Church of the Truth Out Loud, and just wanted to make a short video. I had a dream last night that, it was kind of disturbing, and I felt, I believe it's definitely a message from the Lord, and I think it's something that needs to be shared with His people and His church. And so I'm gonna share the dream, and then explain what I think it means. And so in my dream, I was looking down from the sky, and I seen three guys. They were darker figures, and I don't think they were darker in the sense of so much what their, nationality or what a race might be, but they just appeared dark. And so I'm looking down on these three guys that are dark, and what I see is a body on the front porch of this shack that they're at, and the body is already dead. There's no life to it. It's just laying there. These three guys come out and they begin to dismember this body. Now, fortunately, I was spared all the gruesome blood and all that sort of stuff. What I do remember though was that they separated the torso from the legs at the hips. They used a spade shovel to do that, and then they separated the two legs, and they folded everything up and got rid of it. And I mean, what I remember about it was it was extremely quick. It was very, very, very fast the way they did it, and that was the extent of the dream. It's disturbing. It is. And so let me tell you what I think it translates to, or what I think it means. I think the body that I saw is representing the church body. And the three dark figures, these would be, I don't know, false teachers, demons, maybe the devil himself, fallen angels. They're definitely representing darkness. And so what we see is that these dark figures come out and tear apart the body, and they do it quickly, very, very fast. Now, my wife had recently had a dream too within the last couple days, and we were at a particular church, local church here in town, and the pastor of that church asked her to reach behind her and set the timer for 20 minutes. And so she did. She said it looked like a kitchen timer, like you might set for, when you're cooking something. And we understand that the timer represents that things are time sensitive. Not to clash the dreams, but I believe that the Lord's trying to communicate something to us, that His body is being ripped apart by these false teachers, these false prophets, these demons, these fallen angels. And at time is running short. It happens quickly. And what I've really been noticing and seeing a lot lately is that the churches have a real country club feel to it. And if you really think about it, it's like they take members just like a country club. You may struggle to fit in or be included at some of these places, especially if you know your scriptures, if you happen to point out some things that maybe they ought to know better about. So anyways, I thought I'd share that. I don't know the fullness of anything. We prophesy in part. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but I believe that time is of the essence right now, and I believe that the Lord's trying to tell us that His body, the church, is in trouble right now. So I would suggest heeding the warning, seeking out specifically what the Lord would have you do in this season. Really, I would just dedicate your focus to Him. Don't get caught up in the cliques and the country club things. And definitely watch out for the false teachers and the false prophets and know the shepherd's voice. Amen. Look, bless you guys. Oh, maybe this speaks something different to you. But until next time, have a good one.